Scarface. From the shadows, a name rises, Al Capone. Every legend begins somewhere, some with glory, others with a scar. In 1899, in the dark alleys of Brooklyn, a boy was born to poor Italian immigrants, Alphonse Gabriel Capone. He quit school early, learning the language of the streets instead. One night, in a bar fight, a razor cut deep across his cheek. From that day on, he wasn't just Al, he was Scarface. The scar didn't shame him, it defined him. It was the mark of a man who would one day rule through fear. The 1920s, the Prohibition era. Alcohol was illegal, but demand was unstoppable. Capone saw opportunity where others saw risk. He moved to Chicago and built an empire of crime. Bootlegging, gambling, prostitution, everything flowed through his hands. He bought off the police, the judges, even politicians. Those who couldn't be bought vanished. In a city drowning in corruption, one name echoed above all: Al Capone, the King of Chicago. But every throne is built on blood. February 14th, 1929, a morning that would shock America, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Capone's men, disguised as police, lined up his rivals in a garage and opened fire. Bullets tore through brick and bone alike. 7 men died where they stood. The nation was horrified. Capone wasn't just a gangster anymore. He was a monster, and yet the poor still admired him. He fed the hungry, gave money to families, posed as a savior of the streets. He was both feared and adored, a devil wearing a smile. But no empire lasts forever. The FBI couldn't prove the murders, so they went after his money. In 1931, Capone was convicted of tax evasion, not murder. 11 years in prison. He was sent to Alcatraz, the island fortress. Behind the cold steel bars, Scarface began to fade. The disease that had haunted him for years, syphilis, began to eat away at his mind. The man who once ruled Chicago now sat in a cell, confused, muttering to himself, staring at the walls. The king of the underworld had become a broken man. Florida, 1947. Al Capone sat on the porch of his mansion, staring at the ocean. The empire was gone. His friends were gone. Even his mind slipping away. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Scarface took his final breath, not in battle, but in silence. No gunfire, no sirens, no screams. Only the echo of the past. The world had moved on, but the legend remained, because Al Capone's story isn't just about power. It's about how power consumes the man who wields it. And in the end, the name Scarface became not a symbol of fear, but a reminder that no king is untouchable.